Chapter number 8 is what we are going to do today. So in this chapter number 8, as you can see, we have vocabulary words. I hope we all know the significance of vocabulary words. Now, vocabulary words help me to understand and think in English. If I have the right words, only then I'm going to think in English. And we all know that you cannot speak any language fluently if you do not think in that language. So these words will help you to think naturally and then speak the English as language very fluently. So let's first of all understand there are certain words that you already know. So we are going to fix those words in your memory with some new words which will help you to have a better association with the present memory, and we will fix it up with a new memory that I'm going to help you to learn. Are you all ready? I'm sure you are ready and excited to learn. Let's start with the first one. We know what is the meaning of the word leave. So if I say, please leave the room, I will leave you here. Will you please leave right now? The teacher left. So leave, if it is changed to the second form of the verb, which is actually in the past, I would say left, right? So leave is what you know, but now we are going to think that if I don't want to use leave, what is another word that we can use? We can always use the word abandon. But there is a difference here when you leave something and when you abandon something. Abandon means to actually leave something for a long time or maybe discontinue the use of that thing. For example, if somebody left their home permanently, we are going to say he abandoned his family. She abandoned her home, right? So abandon means to leave something which is generally permanent in nature. So let's also see what is another sentence that you can think of. She has abandoned her house. Now I want you to think of another sentence that you can write here, and I'm sure that everybody will be able to frame a good sentence on the word abandon, which is to leave. The next word we have after this is idolize. Idolize means to admire. So you know the word admire, right? So admire means when you appreciate someone, when you idolize someone, so that is what we call is admire. We have a dummy sentence. For example, she admires all her teachers. There's another sentence here, Reena idolizes her mother. The third one we have is ally. Let's check out the pronunciation also. This is a little significant here because ally is the right pronunciation. I hope all of you are able to pronounce it correctly. We call it ally. How do we say that? Ally. Now, who's an ally? You know, a helper or a supporter. For example, your parents, they really support you. So basically, your parents are your allies. Your teachers are your allies. So ally means a supporter is what we call as an ally. The fourth one that we have here is queer. So what is the meaning of the word queer? Queer means strange. Something which is strange is called queer. For example, people can have queer habits. Also, please make sure you know the right pronunciation of it, and we call it queer. How do we say that? We call it queer. Let's see the sentence. She has many queer habits. Think of one of your friends that you can say that, this friend has a queer habit. I'm sure you will be able to associate and learn this word if you think of one friend in your mind who has those queer habits. Next one is apropos. First of all, just make sure that you know there is an S in the spelling. The spellings would go like A-P-R-O-P-O-S. But when you pronounce the word, the S has been eliminated. And you call the word as apropos. Let's have a repeat. Apropos. What is the meaning of the word apropos? Apropos means something which is suitable. Just imagine you have gone to a party and you have dressed just as per the suitability of that party. So what will you say? My dress was apropos to the occasion. Let's also see the sentence. She wore a dress which was apropos to the occasion. Let's now check out the next word, which is quest. What is the meaning of the word quest? Quest means to search. And this word quest can be used as a noun and also as a verb. He quested for peace. That means he started searching for peace. Another word we have is quest as a noun, which means to search. For example, in the quest of happiness, she went away. Another sentence that you can see here is, she is in quest of a good job. So I hope these words are all clear. We also have the picture matching activity for you. This will help you to recall the words in a better way. If you can see there in here in the screen and also in your workbooks, it is match the pictures with the words. The first one is ally, abandon, idolize. There are certain pictures. Please do match them. So this is how we have finished our chapter today.